What's up, everybody? In today's video we're going to be doing a ranking of all the Cars 3 veterans. So let's get into it. So basically the bottom 3 rows are unranked, and of course there's S tier, the best tier. A tier, I guess you could say it's good stuff. B is okay. C is meh. D is, well, not the best. I don't think E tier is usually there. And then F tier is the worst. So starting off with F tier, I think I have to plan this out more. Starting off with F tier, we have Mac iCar. The reason his Cars 3 version is kind of weak. His Cars 1 version was pretty good, and JP Drive is much better, but this is just really bland and dull. Then we have Cars 3 Misty Motorcross. Now, I know this one is most likely unnamed, but saying that Floyd Mulvihill, Ernie Gearson, Ralph Carlo, Todd Marcus, cars like that were able to return for the third movie, I'm pretty sure that our closest bet to having a name for this Rev and Go racer is probably Misty Motorcross. Now going out of F tier, we have Jack DePost. He's an okay car, but I just don't really like his colors, and I feel like if they stuck closer to JD McPillar, the next gen, or if they went with the same colors from Cars 1, it would probably be better. Next up, we have Carl Clutchin. Now, I do like his paint job, and I would put him in D tier, but I feel like they really should have just reused the color of Ruby Easy Oaks, and also I know 51 had to be for Cruise, but they could have changed the number instead of just being 15. It's kind of, oh yeah, well, it's one number, let's just flip it. Kind of seemed lazy. Going out of the D tier, or E tier. No. Hang on. So as you could see, or might not be able to see, there's names on each individual picture. So I'm trying to look, because I don't know everybody's name. What is the... Okay, hang on, I gotta look up the toe cap racer. I don't remember his name. Okay, so I actually got really confused. So Jack DePost is an E tier, but I need to look at the Transberry Juice racer. We have Marcus Kranksler. He's a nice racer, he's a really nice racer. I just feel like if they went with a lighter purple, it would have probably contrasted better. And maybe add some more blue in there. Give him blue rims, maybe. I feel like it would have looked better. Now we have Bobby Swift. Now I would know what you guys are probably going to say. He's a main character. How could you rank him so low? I just don't really like his colors. I feel like if it would have been inverted, more like Billy Oil Changer, it would have turned out better. Next up, we have... Who's this again? Murray Clutchburn? Or is this Paunchy Wipeout? No. Murray Clutchburn. Now, this exact version I don't really like, but compared to his diecast version / merchandising version with the orange eyes, I feel like that one pulled it off better, but still. Next up, we have Bobby Rotesta. This is actually a really rare diecast, but I feel like for being a Carbon Cyber racer, I think he's Carbon Cyber. Yeah, he's the Carbon Cyber racer. But I feel like, hang on, let's see. Who was the other Carbon Cyber racer? That would be... I just feel like they could have pulled off better colors compared to the other Carbon Cyber racers. Next up, we have Red Meeker. I feel like if they went with the darker pink like Rich Mixon, it probably would have been better. Or even bring back the colors from was Phil Tankson, I think. Oh, that's not Phil Tankson. He's Cars 3 vet for next gen. But what? Okay, yeah, we're scrapping that recording. Chip gearings, I just feel like they could have done a better contrast. I mean, it looks pretty good, but still, I feel like they could have done better. Next up, we have Ernie Gearson. He definitely is better than his Cars 1 version, but I feel like if they used the model from Cars 1, it would have looked so much better. Maybe even bring back that dark blue. Now, we're moving out of D tier and going into C tier now. First, we have Floyd Mulvihill. He is one of the racers that returned, and he has a much better color scheme than his original Cars 1 version. But I just feel like it was a little weak, and they definitely did better with the next gen. Next, we have Phil Tankson. He's a nice racer, and I like his colors. I feel like it is better than the other two, but it still isn't better than some of these other racers. Now, we have... what is this guy's name again? Hang on, I gotta look this up too. Next up, we have Rex Revler. Yeah, I looked up his name. I feel like if they put the cookie, like from Cars 1, it would have looked way better. It's only on his bumper, and also maybe add a grill, because it kind of looks bare. On his face, at least. Next up, we have Ralph Carlo. This definitely, I feel, is better than the Cars 1 version, especially with the better rendered little dorky pistons. I think her name's Miss Piston. But maybe if they went with that dark blue and took the red line all the way down through his eyes, it probably would have looked better. Now we have Paunchy Wipeout. He's another returning car, and I feel like this might have been better than his original Cars 1 counterpart, but still, I think it was kind of boring. Next up, we have the Revolting Racer, TEG Castlenet. Compared to Davey Apex or Dave Alternators, I feel like it could have been better. I do like how they went with a main color as red instead of the white, though. Gives it a better contrast to that gray. Next up, we have Tommy Highbanks. He is a pretty good racer, but I feel like, what is his name? Johnny Blamer did it better. And also, I mean, come on, he replaced Magnet Face. How can you replace Magnet Face? Magnet Face is love. Magnet Face is life. Anyways, next up, we have the Vinyl Toupe Racer. I'm tired. I don't feel like looking up the name.
Looked it up. It's Rev Rotages.
Next, but I do like it much more than the original Cars 1 Vinyl Toupe Racer. I like the blues and the whites, and it just looks better. Also, the wood instead of the spray can, it just looks good to me. Next up, we have Darren Leadfoot. He is another returning car, but I feel like his Cars 1 was better. Even though they kind of swapped around the colors, I feel like it still was better. Wait, hang on. That's Darren, right? Trunk Fresh is Darren. Who's Shiny Wax then? I'm confused. I'm sorry about that, guys. That's Dirksen D'Agostino. I'm pretty sure. I think he was a returning racer, but if not, womp womp. Well, basically what I said, it still applies to him, just the name didn't really apply. Darren Leadfoot is going in front of him. Yeah, he's a returning racer, but I do like it more than the Cars 1. I feel like it looks better, and that's about it. Next up, we have, not you. We have Brian Sparks. He is a really good racer, but nobody could beat Claude Scruggs. I mean, He's Claude Scruggs. Also, I do like the oil, just the drip pan. It looks better. And I feel like maybe if they inverted the colors to where oil was splashing on his roof instead of on his hood, it might have turned out better. But next up, we have Terry Cargas. It's a good racer. Like how they, whoa, little brain fart, but I like how they use an inside-out sponsor, and it was like dent filler instead of gum. Makes more sense for the Cars universe, because I doubt cars would use gum as much as humans. But yeah, I feel like, come on, I know his name. Come on. What is his name? Dude, what is his name? I just was thinking about it. It's like I know all these racers' names, and then when I get onto the YouTube, Terry Cargas, Cam Spinner. I feel like he's better than Cam Spinner. Yeah. Next up, we have Jimmy Cables. Definitely a good racer, but I feel like flipped over, especially the newer version pulled it off better with the colors. Also, his die-cast colors were incorrect. They were red instead of pink. Next up, we're moving on to B tier. We're putting Hack up here. Or no. You go down here, good sir. And if you're like, well, who's that? Yeah, it's my OC. He's more of like a channel mascot now. He goes by RSR, Hack. I'm working on a short with him currently, and maybe a custom review. But yeah. I needed an even amount of racers, and I thought, well, he's the same model of the Cars 3 veteran. Yeah. Maybe I should keep him in unranked. Okay, he wants to stay in F tier then. Next up we have Bruce Miller. Bruce Miller is like super rare right now. My friend's currently trying to get him for good condition, and I'm thinking of buying the Amazon 12 pack for him, even though it's the Thailand version. But yeah, he's a good car. I feel like he pulled it off better than... Are you kidding me? I forgot his name too. Am I gonna have to get my World of Cars book? Are you kidding? I'm getting my World of Cars book out then. Wait, where is it? You know what? We don't need his name. He pulled it off better than the Cars 1 veteran. Next up, we have Cal Weathers. Nobody can beat the king. King's the king. But, he's really good. I like his colors and the contrast. And next up, we have... Let's see. Think about this. We have Speedy Comet. He's definitely better than Ryan and Sidelaney. I feel like there's a tie between Ryan and Sidelaney's NASCAR and Speedy Comet because both of them are really good. And I both like them a lot. Next up, we have Parker Breakston. He's a great car. I like his colors, especially in this render. They're really bright. And yeah, that's about it. He's definitely better than the other Enduro Cola racer, because I forgot his name too. Next up, we have Todd Marcus, a really good racer. Wait, where'd he go? I like his colors, how they added the blues and stuff compared to his Cars 1 version. It's really different, and I like it. And next up, we have Lightning McQueen. It's Lightning McQueen, but I feel like he can't really make it to A tier just because he doesn't really have as good as paint jobs of them. Especially his Cars 1 version, I feel like a lot of these can beat him. Now we have Brick Yardley. He's a great racer, really like his colors. And he really only had one line. I wish he had more. Now we have... Oh, where'd he go? I think I just sent Lane Locke to the Shadow Realm. Okay, that just happened. Okay, stuff's happening, and I don't know where Lane and Brickyardly went, so I'm just gonna re-add them. Okay, so there we go, got him back. For our last A tier car, we have Dud Throttleman, and for our number one spot, the one and only S tier, we have, drumroll please, Dino Draft. Are you kidding me? It disconnected me? Bruh. Well, we're... Okay. Dino Draftsky. I love him. If anybody hurts Dino Draftsky, I will hurt you. He is the best boy. I love him. His colors are great. I don't like him as much as in this image, but him in the movie and his diecast, I love the colors. They just look so good. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If this one gets popular enough, I might do a Cars 1, heck, even a Thomasville one. Definitely the next gens, rating them. But if this video gets popular enough, I'll do all of that. This has been Radiator Springs Reviews, signing off.